Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. This from me and Bins here on Twitter. I saw this yesterday. Ripple's technology to be used by Canadian top bank for cross-border payments. Now, this isn't new news. I believe back in 2016, I read that CIBC, the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, was working with Ripple, and I believe at that point it was for trialing XRP for cross-border transactions. So the partnership itself isn't new, but we have received some new updates. Crypto Law founder John Deaton shares the news that Ripple's blockchain technology is now being used by Canada's top bank, or one of Canada's top banks, CIBC, for cross-border payments. Ripple's partner NAB, one of Australia's top 4 banks, stated on its own website that it is partnering with Canada's CIBC using Ripple's blockchain network technology. CIBC is a leading Canadian-based global financial institution with 11 million personal banking and business clients. So John Deaton tweeting out a quote here: "We're excited to be working with CIBC and have already partnered with them using Ripple's blockchain technology to complete international payment transfers between our banks as a proof of concept." Right, and John Deaton retweeting out Bill's tweet here: "One of Australia's major 4 banks openly states on its website that it is partnering with Canada's CIBC using Ripple's blockchain network. NIB forms International Bank Innovation Network." So that was the latest news from them. Again, this was a partnership from back in 2016, and at that time, it sounds as though they were just trialing it. Now it looks like they are confirming they have moved to utilize RippleNet for cross-border transactions. And why am I not surprised? Australia, Canada, coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally enough, have leaders at the head, the Prime Minister of Canada, and is it the President or Prime Minister of Australia, both tightly connected to the World Economic Forum. And I say that for a reason, guys. Ripple obviously also connected to the World Economic Forum. But is it a coincidence that Australia and Canada are the ones that have decided to team up to do this? Well, I also wanted to mention this, guys, from Michael at Val5 Links. Sophie Gilder, head of blockchain and digital assets at Commonwealth Bank of Australia, revealed that the financial institution could start offering more cryptocurrency services to clients. So another news article that has to do with Australia. And listen to how they're framing it. Crypto is here to stay. Australia has been gradually expanding its presence in cryptocurrency in the recent months. At the end of 2021, the nation's biggest financial institution, the CBA, announced it will enable its customers to buy, sell, and hold digital assets, including Bitcoin and Ether. Thus, it became the first Aussie organization to provide such opportunities. Now, the question becomes, how are the citizens of Australia allowed to custody these two types of cryptocurrencies? Are they allowed to self-custody, or is it going to be in a bank-approved account for cryptocurrency? Me personally, if I'm buying cryptocurrency, I want to keep my cryptocurrency safe, self-custody it in a Ledger Nano or something similar, guys. If you don't have a cold storage solution, you probably should look into one, because I'm hearing now of a lot of countries saying they're going to look into cold storage solutions and people custodying their own crypto. They don't want that. They want to have access to your cryptocurrency to be able to shut you off if they so choose that you are doing something that they do not see fit. So if you don't have a Ledger Nano, I do have an affiliate link for that particular cold storage device in the description of the video. You guys can use it if you want. You don't have to use it though, but I do urge everybody, guys, get your crypto off the exchange. I know we're about to see a pump. I know we have been seeing great movement for cryptocurrency as of late, but only when you're about to trade your cryptocurrency do I recommend that should be the only time that you put your cryptocurrency back on the exchange. Again, that's not financial advice, that's more life advice, I guess. Be very, very careful, because there's going to be a point in time where your government might want to see what assets you hold. So just going back to this, Sophie Gilder, a top executive at CBA, said users have displayed huge enthusiasm towards the initiative. We launched CommBank Crypto in December, and so far the response has been extremely positive. The biggest complaint we've had is customers who haven't been let into the pilot yet. So they are just starting to allow this service at the banking level in Australia. And I think this is almost kind of like a gateway to what is going to be coming next. We've also seen Canada over the years allow for very easy, I suppose, cryptocurrency trading for their citizens. Now we're seeing them talk more about cryptocurrency, but again, another country that has said, okay, crypto good, but we want banks or exchanges, we want to have control over where people custody their crypto. This is why banks also, by the way, don't like you taking cash out of the bank and keeping it under your mattress. This is why they tend to report any transaction over $10,000. All to be able to implement control if need be, and to have that upper hand to be able to freeze your account as we saw with some donors to a protest that occurred in Ottawa last month. So interesting now to see Canadian bank, Australian bank partnering with RippleNet. That makes sense to me. I just also wanted to mention this from BondCrypt XRP. Now this has to do with the world's largest hedge fund. Reportedly, they are launching a crypto fund. Bridgewater Associates, the largest hedge fund globally, plans to invest in the buzzing cryptocurrency sector. Reports state that the hedge fund is not planning a direct investment into cryptocurrencies. Bridgewater Associates is the largest hedge fund globally. The hedge fund has $150 billion in assets under management. The founder of this hedge fund, Ray Dalio, is already a cryptocurrency investor, but he holds Bitcoin as his personal holdings. So important to decipher between the fund's holdings and Ray Dalio's personal holdings. The size of Bridgewater's crypto fund will be significantly small compared to the company's total AUM. A source noted that popular crypto investors were already engaging in talks to invest in the fund. Other sources familiar with the matter have also said that Bridgewater is scheduled to enter the crypto space mid this year. However, the company is yet to go public with its crypto plans, despite these reports confirming its plans for the cryptocurrency sector, which, I do believe is likely true. What they said months ago probably bears no weight anymore. A Bridgewater representative has said that while we won't comment on our positions, we can say Bridgewater continues actively to research crypto, but is not currently planning on investing in crypto. Then down here, earlier this year, the hedge fund released a report addressing the institutional crypto trends. The source providing information on Bridgewater's crypto plans are vague, but there have been estimations on when these products will be launched. In February, one of the sources said Bridgewater is in a first half plan this year. They're planning on having a small slug of their fund deployed directly into digital assets. So already we're seeing, hedge funds like this saying, well, we're looking into it. We don't know if we're going to invest. There are no plans as of now. And then, they're planning on having a small slug of their fund deployed directly into digital assets, whether that be Bitcoin or XRP or something similar. I don't know. They don't give any details on that. But we know Ray Dalio does own Bitcoin in his personal investment, and that the billionaire has even compared Bitcoin to gold, noting that it is an alternative to physical gold for the younger generation. And you've got to remember, okay, these hedge funds, right? Who are the clients of these hedge funds? They're not millennials, certainly not Gen Z, usually individuals with a lot of net worth, namely the baby boomers. And so the fact remains, okay, if these hedge funds are looking to get into cryptocurrency to diversify, to hedge against possible inflation, which we know is happening, who are they likely going to be catering to by and large? Well, it's going to be people with high net worths, investors like the baby boomers who have seen massive growth and want to be able to protect their wealth, considering the economy looking very shaky right now. Even just looking at stocks, where traditionally stocks have been that go-to for the baby boomer generation. This is the S&P 500 just on the daily. We have seen a huge decline for the S&P, making lower lows now, right? Lower lows and what is looking like possibly lower highs. This one went higher than here, but we could rebound to a double top and then ultimately do something like this. But I think the writing is on the wall. The S&P 500, I can bring up the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones. It's all looking very similar. Meanwhile, if we bring up Bitcoin, we are not seeing that same pattern. We are seeing this accumulation phase. And of course, altcoins, cryptocurrencies like XRP will follow once Bitcoin makes that final move. Now, I did a video yesterday afternoon, and I know it was kind of a more broad concept video. I was following a tweet thread, a very good description by Tasha of money and how money, how we've thought of it historically, how it has changed over the years, and now how it is changing for a new generation, how we're likely going to have to adapt to this. And so if you guys are interested in those more broader concept videos, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Also mentioning and touching on how XRP is going to be central in this new financial system. Of course, a revamping, a collapsing of the old, and an emerging of the new, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Now, guys, I wanted to bring this to you because I like to bring you guys old clips every now and then. This was a video I did back in November of 2020. The original video I did discussing a cyber pandemic. And the reason I bring this up yet again is because, it sounds as though like we're getting more inclinations that this could happen sooner rather than later. Let me just show you guys this clip. This is Klaus Schwab from back in July of 2020. Here's the clip from my video from November 2020. Anyway, Dawdler for XRP sent me this which I thought was very interesting and slightly disconcerting. This from XRP Flanders on Twitter. They coming for our crypto, WTF are these lunatics up to now? Okay, let me play you this clip, guys. This back from July 2020. And this is Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum. Listen to what he has to say.
But still, pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
I do not like the sounds of a cyber pandemic. All right, I'm going to stop the clip there. I mean, fast forward 2 years, I still do not like the sounds of a cyber pandemic. Also note here that YouTube is making a very, very explicit point to give us information on what the Great Reset is, linking us to a Wikipedia page. So if you guys want to know more information, because, you know, YouTube wants to give you the full context of it all, you can click on this link to learn more. And you know, I've noticed it's only been a few keywords where they've decided to do this in YouTube videos. Anyway, that was my video from 2020. And did you hear, guys, what Joe Biden says? This from XRP Darren here at Fame21 More. Retweeting out RNC research here, Biden nonchalantly says Russia is about to conduct a cyber attack against the US. This just from yesterday. Listen to this.
But look, today my administration is issuing new warnings that based on evolving intelligence, Russia may be planning a cyber attack against us. And as I said, the magnitude of Russia's cyber capacity is fairly consequential, and it's coming. The federal government is doing its part to get ready, but under U.S. law, as you all remember, the private sector, all of you, largely decides the protections that you will or will not take.
Okay, so we have Biden saying this just yesterday, and, you know, Klaus Schwab has been warning us of this since July of 2020. Is it any coincidence that he's been warning us about this since 2020? Or does he know something maybe we don't know? I don't know. You piece it together for yourself. Also happen to see this, guys, from Cliff High. First they censor your speech, then they censor your money. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm sure many of you guys have already. This isn't brand new, but I thought I'd just mention it, and I will link it in the description. The Rogan podcast regarding global digital currency. He had a guest. I forget who the guest's name was, but he had a guest who basically describes what this is going to mean, how the future of money could look. And so I'm not going to play this for lots of different reasons, but I think I will link Cliff High's tweet in the description of the video for you guys if you're interested in that. And finally, another clip from that same speech from President Biden. I dare not even say the words anymore, but I'm going to highlight it here on the screen so you guys looking at the screen can see what I'm seeing here. This is just from yesterday. Here's the President of the United States.
We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it.
Whoa. There's going to be a what out there? Yeah, he said it again. So much so that so many people on Twitter have been talking about this to the point where Twitter, you know, they put this, you know, you've seen these kinds of things in the sidebar here, giving you what fact checkers have decided is the truth or not. Well, Twitter decided to do this unfounded claims about what Joe Biden said is a conspiracy theory, and they're discussed after President Joe Biden used the phrase as he spoke about the United States' response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine during an address at Business Roundtable's CEO quarterly meetings. Over 90,000 tweets with regards to this, and I figured I would screen grab this to show you guys because as you can see here now, I don't see this anymore in the right-hand side. This updates frequently as we're seeing new things trending on Twitter. So is this something that we should worry about? Is this something that maybe was a slip on Biden's behalf, or did he mean to say it? Are we coming to a new phase? Are the social politics looking to get better at this point, this inflection point as Biden mentions, or not quite yet? And are we supposed to believe this? I mean, well, Twitter's telling us in this context, we do not have to worry. But there it is again, that YouTube tag down here giving us more context than what we asked for. This was from 2013, before Joe Biden was president.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
So the message clearly has not changed. It looks as though Joe Biden is still saying the same thing in 2022 as he did 9 years ago. And he's also warning us that Russia could be responsible for an attack on the internet that hasn't even happened yet, that Klaus Schwab was warning us about back in July of 2020. And I mean, a lot of speculation going around. Could this be the time that they finally revamp the financial system? You got to remember, all our banking, I mean, by and large, is done electronically. If we do not have access to things because of what they are suggesting Russia could do, could this lead to a new financial system overnight, maybe over a couple of days or so? And as we're seeing with Canada and Australia, when and how are we going to see XRP implementation within this new financial system? Also, this idea that XRP has to command that high enough price in order to function. Well, a cyber pandemic would be a great opportunity to elevate that price to a high enough price point to facilitate these transactions. Guys, again, I'm not saying this is the way it's going to happen. I'm just theorizing, and that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.